When I was a child, there were a variety of respectable professions to dream about becoming when you grew up. Doctor, lawyer, cop, or my personal favorite, a fighter pilot. Hell, we even dreamed about blue-collar jobs, like being a plumber or an exterminator. But for kids today, there's really only one profession they respect, only one thing they want to be when they grow up: an influencer. That's because being an influencer is extremely fun, easy, and profitable. Or, at least that's how the most successful ones make it look. So, in today's world where everyone thinks they're owed everything for doing absolutely nothing, it's not hard to imagine why anyone would want to be an influencer. From dance to finance, romance to yoga pants, there are influencers for everything now. Influencers for politics? You bet. Influencers for eating with chopsticks? Yep. How about for getting chicks? Absolutely. Sucking dicks? Probably. There are influencers in just about every niche of every industry, and two of the most oversaturated are the fitness and music industries, overflowing with people just dying to influence you. In this video, we're going to compare influencers in the music world to influencers in the fitness world. Two totally different worlds, I know. But there's a lot more crossover than you might think. Let's take a look at some things that music and fitness influencers have in common. Number one, they're better than you, and you know it, because they show it. To be an influencer, you don't actually need to have accomplished anything or to be anyone of any importance whatsoever. You just need to make it seem that way. For a music influencer, this can be as easy as shooting your videos from a recording studio, standing in front of all kinds of cool-looking rack equipment. See, don't I look like a musician who knows his shit since I'm standing in front of all this expensive gear? In reality, like most music influencers, I have no fucking clue how any of this stuff works, and I'm actually standing in front of a green screen. Remember that the next time you're watching your favorite music influencer. Their awesome-looking studio, all the neon lights and shit, is really just a green screen in their basement. Fitness influencers don't have it quite as easy. Simply shooting their videos from a gym isn't enough. To let you know they're better than you, they have to either appear to be physically fit or appear to be able to lift what looks like a lot of weight. Notice I said appear. Fitness influencers don't actually have to be fit and strong. Between lighting, filters, steroids, and fake weight plates, it's never been easier to appear like a fitness model, at least on YouTube and TikTok. And I'm strictly talking about male influencers here. To be a successful female fitness influencer, you don't need to be fit or show strength at all. The only thing you need to be is hot, and the only thing you need to show is as much tits and ass as you can get away with without awakening the bandwagon. Influencers are better than you, above you, which makes you under the influence. Like me. If influencers weren't better than you wouldn't watch them. But they are, so you do. You see their awesome lifestyles, cool stuff, and killer bodies, and you want to be just like them. But you never will be, because instead of spending your time creating, editing, publishing, and promoting content that people want to see and hear, you spend all your time consuming content that only you want to see and hear. The only thing you have any influence over is the deepness of the butt print you leave in the couch while watching hours of mindless videos like this one. Thanks for watching, by the way. It's like that old phrase, those who can do, those who can't watch people who in reality probably also can't, but are just clever enough to make it look like they can in videos. I'm pretty sure that's how the saying goes. What I'm totally sure of is that every single music and fitness influencer is 100% better than you. Or at least they appear that way in videos. Number 2, they both sell hope and all kinds of other crap. Not only are music and fitness two totally different worlds, they're actually two totally different things.
But they don't have to be.
They might be different, but we watch music and fitness influencers for the exact same reason, because they offer us hope. Music influencers give us hope that our music will sound as good as theirs, or that we'll own just as many expensive guitars that never get touched as they do. Fitness influencers give us hope that maybe someday we'll develop a shredded physique like theirs and be able to throw around superhuman amounts of weight without breaking our backs like they do without even breaking a sweat. They both offer hope, but it ain't free. Hope to sound like your favorite music influencer? You can if you buy their premium mixing plugin that works almost as well as the free mixing plugin you've already got. Hope to look like your favorite fitness influencer? You can if you buy their proprietary supplement that's made from ingredients you can buy on Amazon for 1/3 the price, ingredients that have been clinically proven to do absolutely nothing. Influencers sell hope because it's a hell of a lot easier than selling the truth, that it takes years of hard work to get good at an instrument or to build a good physique. If hope was all it took, we'd all be Eddie Van Schwarzeneggers. But you can terminate the idea that hope alone will get you running with the devil. You'll just be running up your monthly credit card bill on expensive programs and lessons, influencers convince you to buy, even though every last piece of information they contain can easily be found on the internet for free. Say hasta la vista, baby, to your credit score. Number 3, they both fake it until they make it. Then fake it some more. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, fake it till you make it. It's the mantra of aspiring influencers everywhere. But fitness and music influencers use a modified version of this mantra. Fake it till you make it, and then keep faking it forever. That's because nobody's going to listen to a fitness influencer with a dad bod or a music influencer who struggles to play basic chords. People want to see exceptional, not ordinary. And since most aspiring music and fitness influencers aren't exceptional in any way, they have to fake it. But while people want exceptional, they also want authentic. So music and fitness influencers can't be real about how fake they are. The trick is to make you think that maybe, just maybe, they really are who they appear to be. And even though every alarm bell in your head might be going off that they're full of shit, you still choose to believe them. Why? See number 2. It gives you hope that maybe someday you can be just like them. But you never will be just like them because they're not even just like them. That fitness influencer with the shredded physique you've been watching who claims he built his body naturally through nothing but hard work? His doctor certainly worked hard putting in his calf and his pec implants. And to be fair, it probably does take a lot of work to maintain his daily regimen of 4 different injectable steroids, 3 orals, 5 peptides, and 2 SARMs. But your favorite fitness influencer conveniently never mentioned any of that during any of the million times he's gone on and on about how great it is to get fit naturally. Just so you know, the more that a fitness influencer tells you he's natty, the less natural he actually is. Anytime someone in a video says, "I'm a natty bodybuilder," what they really mean is, "I'm so juiced up that if you squeezed me, trenbolone would come out of my nose, ears, and ass." Like fitness influencers, the only authentic thing about music influencers is their fakeness. You know that insane performance your favorite singer posted the other day? Lip-synced beginning to end. The unplugged XLR microphone she was singing into that you just assumed was a wireless mic should have been a dead giveaway. So she lip-synced a performance, you say. That's her actual singing on the recording she lip-synced to, isn't it? Sure is. And what a beautiful voice she has. After it's been auto-tuned, revoiced, and melodined. But believe me, you don't want to hear what that shit sounds like before her mixing engineer gets to work. The only thing her actual voice is going to influence anyone to do is cover their ears. Honesty has no place in the music or the fitness industries. For both, fake authenticity is the name of the game. Don't forget the mantra, fake it till you break it. Number 4, they're both fadtastic, aka fadulous, aka fad to the bone. If it wasn't for fads, music and fitness influencers wouldn't exist. We don't need strangers on the internet to tell us what was cool in the past. We need them to tell us what's hot right now. I don't know about you, but I don't have time to be listening to new music, trying to figure out what I like and what I don't. Nor do I have time to be experimenting with different diet and workout routines, trying to figure out what works for me and what doesn't. Fortunately, there's no shortage of influencers who are just dying to tell me what new music I should be listening to and what new diet I need to jump on. People love new shit. Novelty is like crack for the human brain, except it usually won't make all your teeth fall out. That's why we buy every new supplement and try every new fad diet that fitness influencers recommend, even though the principles of weight loss and muscle building have been well understood for well over a century. This guy managed to build a killer physique long before intermittent fasting, protein powder, and ageless male existed. And you know he's natty because testosterone hadn't even been discovered yet. You, on the other hand, have spent thousands on every supplement and workout plan influencers promised would be the next big thing, but only have been able to build what can at best be described as a dad bod. Which might be fine if you actually were a dad, and it was still 2015 when the dad bod fad was a thing. But, much to your dismay, like all fads, it gradually drifted away as the novelty wore off. Society went back to rightfully shaming men with dad bods, and you went right back to your favorite influencer to get more terrible advice. The music world is no better than the fitness world when it comes to fads. What's the fad all music influencers are talking about right now? Artificial intelligence. Since most music influencers are artificial but unintelligent, it's not surprising they'd be drawn to something that's just as fake as them, but infinitely smarter. And while Chat TLC assures me that AI-generated music isn't going anywhere anytime soon, our interest in it is. As soon as AI music gets to a point where it's no longer new and exciting, music influencers will stop talking about it. Human ones, anyway. I'm sure in the future there'll be some AI influencers out there trying to get you to listen to their latest banger, but you won't because AI-generated music will just be another forgotten fad genre like disco, K-pop, and hair metal. Fads come and go, just like how the money you make comes in slowly from slaving away at the job you hate, and quickly goes out the window every time some fitness or music influencer tells you about a new product. Will the next big thing give you the sound you're after or help you build the body of your dreams? Probably not, since the last 10 big things didn't. But don't let reason and common sense stop you from jumping on the next big fad. Maybe this one will be different, but it won't. Number 5. They both make it look easy by being a little sleazy. My parents' generation was all about hard work and sacrifice. My generation was all about slacking off and then slacking off some more. Sure, we were lazy, but at least we didn't think we were owed anything for our laziness. The generation coming up now is just as lazy as mine, but they expect to be rewarded for it, which is why they love the idea of becoming an influencer. You just stand in front of a camera, say whatever, and post it online. Next thing you know, bam, millions of dollars sliding into your PayPal account and thousands of hotties sliding into your DMs. At least that's how fitness and music influencers want you to think it works. And it is what you do think because you only see what they want you to see. You know that 8-second video your favorite fitness influencer posted yesterday that blew up? The one that looked like it was recorded spontaneously in the moment? It was actually recorded 8 weeks ago by a team of 8 people. And between hair, makeup, lighting, and editing, took 8 hours to produce. Or how about the flawless acoustic cover your favorite music influencer posted the other day? If the video is to be believed, she just grabbed the guitar, pressed record, and nailed the performance on the first try. In reality, she rehearsed the song for 2 weeks, spent 2 hours getting her recording gear set up, did 22 different imperfect takes, and then spent 2 days editing them together to make it look like one flawless performance. With influencers, you don't see all the hard work, all the trial and error that goes on behind the scenes. You only see the end result. And, when done right, the end result often looks effortless. But the truth is that success doesn't come easily, and it rarely comes quickly. You might think success came quickly for your favorite fitness or music influencer because they've only been posting for 3 weeks, and all 3 of their videos have 3 million views. Or at least that's what they want you to think. In reality, they posted 300 videos over the past 3 years. But since none of those videos got more than 3 views, they deleted them to make it look like they only started posting recently and found success quickly. By being a little sleazy, they made it look easy. As you can see, music and fitness influencers are basically the same in every way. The only difference is that the latter usually looks better in a bathing suit. But other than that, they're all attention-seeking hope merchants who are just as full of shit as they are full of themselves. Regardless, we'll continue to watch music and fitness influencers, not because they know what they're talking about or because they practice what they preach, but because of what they have. Influence. It's something we all want, but so few have. If you're a parent, you probably realized by now that random strangers on the internet have way more influence over your kids than you do. If you've got a BFF, at some point you've probably given them a killer piece of advice that they ignored, only to take the advice of some random influencer. But it's okay to have virtually no influence over your friends, family, co-workers, or even your own thoughts, feelings, and behavior. If everyone was a leader, there'd be no one to follow them. Then nobody would be a leader. The world needs followers, just like it needs people like you and me to keep letting highly unqualified influencers tell us what music to listen to, what plugins to use, what supplements to buy, and what workouts to do. For like 3 days before we give up. Even though most music and fitness influencers totally suck balls, there are some good ones out there. Who's your favorite music and/or fitness influencers? And who do you think is the worst? Leave your answers in the comments below.
You're so annoying.
Now, I'm going to try to influence you to go check out some of my music that may or may not have been written and recorded while under the influence by clicking the link in the description or searching for this dude on Spotify, YouTube, or wherever else you go to hear the music that you've been influenced to listen to.